It's really, when life gets busy, it's really easy to just simply forget that we have team calls on Monday night. So send those reminder messages. I'm super excited about tonight. Our jewel spotlight tonight is Vicki Helbert. Yay. And we are also going to be unveiling something brand new for you guys, for all of us. That is going to be awesome for helping each of us reach our own personal health goals. And people on your team can be a part of that as well. So we're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. So we have got some incredible jewels on our team, and we love when we get outside jewels, people that, aren't on our team to come and speak to us. We love that, but we really want to highlight our jewels because we have some incredible ones on this team. And I mean, hey, they're already here. They're already family. Why not hear from them? And we want you guys to be able to get to know them. So last week we heard from Linda. I wasn't able to be live on that call, but I listened to the replay. It was fantastic. If you've missed that, please go back and check that out. And then we've heard from Julie King. We've heard from Aaron. Who else have we heard from? Marissa, Amy, Ashley. We've heard from a lot of our jewels. And so if you've missed any of those calls, they are all on my YouTube channel. You can go back and watch them. So if you are ever sitting at home one day, maybe feeling stuck, maybe you need some inspiration, maybe you need, I don't know, a good swift kick in the pants to get moving, and you're looking for something to motivate you, or you're looking for a new way of doing things or whatever, go to my YouTube channel. The majority of everything that's on there is our team calls. And watch one of those. Y'all, I've got ones from like years ago on there. They're still great calls. So if you need something like that one day and you're looking, go back and find one of those. And I know we have live calls happening all the time. We, of course, do these every Monday night at 7:30. We plan on keeping these going. And then I know a lot of you get on Alicia and Beth's on Tuesday mornings at 10:30. So lots and lots of opportunities to learn. I think back to when we first started this business, and Jana and I would literally sit in her living room and just watch Sonia Dudley YouTube videos. And that's kind of how we learned how to start. A lot of you guys did too, because we didn't know what we were doing. So we were telling you, go watch this video. But a lot of those things that we were figuring out all those years ago, they still work today. So take advantage of that and be mindful of that. Tonight, our jewel spotlight is on Vicki Helbert. Jana and I have known Vicki, gosh, almost my entire life. Randa, Vicki's sister, is one of my best friends, and we've been best buds since we were little 4-year-old brats running around our church acting like crazy fools, because we were, and our moms were always trying to wrangle us. God bless Linda Brown and Connie Lee. I mean, God bless them, but always trying to wrangle us in. And of course, our big sisters, Jana and Vicki, I'm sure we're right alongside them, trying to get us to calm down a little bit. But Vicki is like a big sister to me. I'm honored to know her. She is someone who really has the mind of Christ, and I love that about her. And so Vicki, we're excited. She and I have come up with a little bit of a Q&A tonight. This is going to be so fun, like our own little podcast channel, Vic. I'm excited. So Vicki Helbert, just take a few minutes, introduce yourself, tell us about when you started Plexus and what attracted you to it. Because I mean, there's how many other companies out there you could have gone to? What drew you to Plexus?
Yeah, well, I am Vicki Helbert. I am an Emerald Ambassador. Linda Brown on the call tonight is my sponsor, my mom. And I started April the 1st, 2014. And I've told the story before, but I get tickled every time I say it, so I'm going to tell it again. I went down, mom and dad were still living in Florida at that time. It was spring break. I was currently working at a little elementary school, earning peanuts. I mean, I made hardly anything. And I had saved up enough money to go down, take my kids for a little beach vacay on spring break. And a couple of years before that, we had gotten burns in another MLM type company, and it didn't work out well at all. And we knew, my husband knew that we had already started. I had already kind of started talking about Plexus. By that point, Mom had already signed up. Randa had already signed up. And I was watching Janet and Amber like crazy. And I was so curious. I was just like, I feel like I just got to do this. So my husband's famous last words to me as I left with the kids: don't let your mom talk you into anything. And so, like any good, obedient wife, I completely ignored that and went down. I had my first Slim standing in Mom's kitchen. Loved it. Now that was our original Slim. And I thought I've got to do this. So I took my money that I had saved up for vacation and signed up. We didn't even have Wi-Fi where we were. Randa actually had to sign me up because I couldn't get on the internet. So and that started it. We were clueless. We had no idea. What really started it for me was Janice before and after. 40 pounds gone. I can picture it right now. I wish I had a copy of it. And I thought, because at that point, I was the heaviest I had ever been. I am 5'10", like we heard, who was that a couple of weeks ago was sharing that you're tall. You don't look like that. You don't look like you're overweight, but you know it. And I would say I need to lose some weight. People were like, girl, you look fine. I was like, no. Well, I walked in to go use the restroom one day at work, and I popped the button off of my pants. They were so tight, and I'll never forget that. And I could hear how it hit on the floor that day, and it just triggered something in my mind. And I thought, girl, you got to get control now. And so little did I know that Plexus was going to do that for me. So Mom and I, and Randa, we just started doing what we were told. We were consistent. We drank our Slim, and we took our accelerator every day. And I started losing weight. I started losing inches like crazy. And before I knew it, I had lost 20 pounds, and I have kept that off for 9 years. And I've probably lost more than that. I know I've lost tons of inches, but it's been so long, you just forget. And I see old pictures now, and it blows my mind. I don't even remember that girl, because it's been so long ago. So anyway, we took off and just kind of learned. We watched a lot of Sonia Dudley videos, and just started kind of teaching ourselves, because we didn't really have that much then. And we just kind of started to slowly promote. Took me a couple of years to get Julie to join me, but she finally did. And we just ran together and learned and did the same thing every day, and just stayed consistent with our products and sharing, and everything just kind of happened.
Vicki, thank you so much. So you kind of mentioned this. This will be you're coming up on 9 years, or this will be your
No,
10th?
It was 9 years in April.
9 years in April. That is awesome. You guys, there's something to be said about the longevity of this company and how people tend to stay with it for a very, very, very long time. Especially when you start talking to Jules. Vicki, what's something that this was not on our Q&A list, but what is something as a Jewel, as you've gotten to know people at corporate, and you've met Alec and Tarl and Jean and Genevieve and some of these people, what is something in regards to that impresses you, that has kept you around all this time? I think I know what you're going to say, but I want you to say it.
Oh gosh, they're just real.
Mm.
I mean, I've met them several times, heard them speak numerous times, and they're just real. What you see is what you get. And they have such integrity. And I mean, you can't be here. We just celebrated, Plexus just had 15-year birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And we still have our, I know there's been a little shift, but we still have our president and, our CEO that and we brought in some new people, but they're still there. They still are part of our family. And that just speaks volumes to me. But having the privilege to meet them, talk with them, shake their hands, and they'll stand and have a conversation with you. They want to get to know you. They're just genuine. And I just adore those men. And Gene Tips, getting to know him now. I've been very impressed with getting to hear him speak. I mean, we're in really, really good hands. And they love this company. They love us. They love their brand ambassadors. And they make us feel very special. And they work so hard to make sure that we are getting the best out of our businesses. And they give us so many tools. I mean, the brains behind this company, they blow my mind.
Now, I want you guys to think about this. What if you went and talked to your friend that works in corporate America and said, tell me about your boss? Would they say those same kind of things? We are truly in very good hands. And I absolutely love that. I think that that's a big part of what's kept a lot of us around. We love our products, obviously, but knowing these people, knowing the integrity that they have, it's awesome. Vicki, this is going to be a hard question. What is your favorite? It would be a hard question for me. What is your favorite product and why? Tell us what that product's done for you.
It really, really is hard because I can't live without many of them for a day. But with all that being said, I think the product that began to put me on a healing path was ProBio 5. Mm-hmm. And the things physically that I have been able to overcome began when I've started using ProBio 5, which was a few months into my journey. Like I said, I started with Slim and Accelerator, and then we started learning about the triplex. So when I started to add those in there, and of course, ProBio 5 goes hand in hand with our BioCleanse, but I really think that ProBio 5 is the one that started to begin the healing process for me. And the victories that I've had because of that product, I am most certain that is the one thing I probably could not live without, because I think if I stopped it, things would kind of start to reverse and go back. So, I mean, I could go a few days without my active or maybe my Slim, but if I took ProBio 5 out of my regimen, I don't think that would go very well for me. So I got to say that probably ProBio 5 is my favorite product. It's the one that's helped me the most.
Have you watched over the past couple of years as the rest of the world has kind of caught up with the gut health thing?
Oh, yeah.
And we get to say, hey, we've been doing this for 9 and 10 years and we're the gut health company, but they're finally catching up. They're finally catching on to what the big deal is. Vicki, what's been an obstacle in your business that you feel like you've overcome? What's been something that you feel like you've overcome in your business?
In a really, really big way, it would have to be just my personal growth, dealing with no belief in myself, just building my belief in me, having very little, there's a whole word there and I am not thinking of it.
Confidence.
Thank you. See, that having zilch confidence when I first started on this, just because we can be our own worst enemy, and doing little things like this for this team, for my team, it has just boosted my confidence. Seeing the change in me it's changed my life, because I can see differences in myself today that I would not have dreamt of doing, just because I just had zilch confidence. So it has helped me be a better person and have more belief in myself, because I mean, you have to stop and think. You've helped a lot of people, and you've helped a lot of people feel better. You've helped a lot of people put a tank of gas in their car, buy some groceries, be able to take their kids on a vacation. And that really makes you feel good. And then you want to go help more people do that. So building my confidence and the belief in myself probably has been the biggest obstacle for me to conquer. And it's a daily process. I mean, you have to, we had it, my sister Ann and I had a rough morning. We had hit some bad technical problems, and we were just grabbing at each other, trying to get an event going that we're doing with our teams. But we did it. We just stuck with it and worked it out. And I just told my husband, I said, even when you work at home, you can still have a bad Monday. Because we did. We had a bad Monday, but we got it worked out. And you just have to stick with it. And when the days are tough, you just got to remind yourself of all the people behind you that believe in you, that know you can do it, and they need you there. So that's a lot of, that makes me want to work hard and be there for my team, for my friends, for all the people that I love, that I do Plexus with.
I think that's one of the reasons God's really blessed your business, Vic, is because you've always kept that mindset of I'm here to help others. And we talk about this a lot within our team, but at the end of the day, that's what this business is. We are in the business of helping other people. We're helping them get physically better. We're helping them get financially better, whatever it may be. And I think that's one of the big reasons why God's blessed your business and your team. Let me ask you this. Were you expecting any of that when you started with Plexus? Were you expecting the personal growth? And when did you discover, like, oh, this is happening, I'm changing, I'm getting more confident, I'm feeling better? Like, when did you discover that?
Oh, mercy. I think I felt like the year that my husband had his surgery, that month he had his liver transplant, I went Ruby. And I saw in that month how much your team means to you. Mm-hmm. And we started to undergo, we really dove into trainings, business trainings and stuff that month. And I was doing them by myself. Things that I had seen you and Amber and Sunday and, Celeste and Jen and all of our uplines do. I had to step up and do them because I felt it was my responsibility to train my team. We were growing like crazy. And I think that's when it really kind of hit home that you've got an amazing team. You've got to take care of them. You've got to be there for them. So I learned how to do PowerPoint. I learned how to make presentations. And I did several in person. We did several online. But when you have that kind of a drive behind you that, you've got to learn how to do it, that pushes you. So I think really that year was a hard year, but God used so many different things to build me up, and make me a better person, a better leader. And, looking back now, I'm just amazed at how far I've come personally, how far my team has come, all the big things that God has done. And I am just blessed.
I will say too, I think a lot of others, on this call too, it's easy to watch someone else grow, and you notice it more about themselves. You can almost see it more about with your team or with your sidelines and watch them grow and become more confident. And sometimes you don't realize, oh, this is happening to me as well. And I am capable, and I can be a leader, and I can do calls and all of these things. And let me put a plug in here. If Vicki and Randa and Linda ever do live events and you're in the area, go to them, because they are great events. You guys have put on some awesome events. Well, my next question was, how has Plexus grown you as a person? But we've kind of already covered that just a little bit. I bet that month and the months after Brandon had his surgery, I bet that residual income was quite nice, right?
It was huge. We say this all the time. I don't know what we would have done. I know God would have provided, he would have made a way, but I honestly have to say, I don't know what we would have done. And on top of that, I was able to pay for my daughter's wedding. So it just, the residual income from that, I still had my little school job at that time, but that was it's almost embarrassing what I made with that school, but I loved that little job. And when I started seeing these bigger paychecks coming in, I just couldn't believe it. I was able to pay for medical bills. I mean, we had several people bless us and send us love gifts of money and things that helped us. And we put every bit of that towards medical bills. And, it just, God used a lot of people to help minister to us and help us through that time too. But being able to pay some medical bills was it just made me feel so good. And so thankful. And that was when, we really started to realize what we had here. And just, there's nothing like it. One, I don't know if you're going to ask me this question, but one of the questions that we had talked about was, had I ever messed with another network marketing company?
Yeah.
There was a candle company that we loved. And every year at Christmas, I would do a huge order at my school because people loved them. And I would just do a huge order. They would get Christmas presents. And it was just ginormous. These huge boxes of these candles would come to my house. I would have to individually package them, haul them to several different locations all around my town, take a big box of them to school, hand them out personally. I made like $145 one time. So
I can relate.
and I was thankful for that $145, but the work I had to do to deliver those candles and seeing what I do now, I'm like, oh gosh, there is nothing better in this world than what we have.
Yeah. And I know for me, when I was doing Scentsy, you're also dealing with other people's money, like their tangible money. And when your dog chews on some of that money, that didn't go very well for me. That actually happened. It was actually my roommate's dog. He ate everything. But yes, that residual income. I'm so glad you mentioned that, Vic, because if God forbid, life falls apart and you don't know what's going to happen and you don't feel like you can go to work or your current job isn't covering all those big medical bills, when that residual income starts coming in, you feel so unbelievably blessed, which kind of leads me to my next question. You've mentioned this just a little bit, but take just a minute. You've got a lot of your team members on here. I'm seeing them on here, and tell us what your team is really, really good at. Tell us how proud you are of them. Just brag on your team a little bit.
Oh, okay. They're amazing. They drive me. They encourage me. They love me. And they are so good at just being a team. They support each other. They love to share on Facebook. They love to talk about Plexus. But what I love the most is how we encourage each other, and just on their posts, on our team pages, and just support each other. And because I mean, this has its ups and downs. We've got our good days in Plexus and our bad days in Plexus, and when it gets hard, we get discouraged, we can get down, and there's always somebody there to encourage me. So I want to make sure that I am always there for them to help them when they're down, encourage them, give them new ideas, something to try. So that I just love the team. There's no I in team. They work together, and that's something that that you and Jana have taught us, that Sunday's taught us, that our uplines that we've seen, just in they love their teams too. And it's trickled down, and we've learned how to do that. And there's several things that I implement with my team that I learned a long time ago. And it's just little, it doesn't have to be anything major, just little, telling everybody Happy Mother's Day yesterday, or just letting them know I am cheering for you. I am here for you. And, and then out of the blue one day, one of them will message me and just say, hey girl, just how's it going? What's up? How, what's, how many people have you talked to this month, and just encourage me, pushing me. And so I just love that. And they're just faithful. I've just got several people that are very, very faithful. And Julie and I were having a talk not long ago, and some people get this business and some people don't. but we run with the people that do, and you can pretty much pick them out real quick. The ones that they get it, they want to run, they love their products, they want to start telling people, and they want to start having, they want more money coming in so they can pay for the products. And when you see that happen, that light bulb goes off, and we're like, we got a runner. We need to run with this person. So, but I just love how they push me, and I just want to make sure that I'm always there to push them and encourage them and love them.
That's awesome, Vic. Tell me, how many miles did you do on your Peloton today?
I did not ride today. I'm doing a strength training class.
Oh,
So I've been building these puppies right here.
okay. Well, how many, what's your average ride? What's your average ride in miles?
Average ride is, a little ride is 20 minutes, about 5.5 miles. If I go 30, it's about 7 miles.
She rocks that Peloton, y'all. I'm surprised it's still there in your house and hasn't taken off as much as you ride that thing. But
it does not collect dust. I love that thing. Everybody needs a Peloton.
Okay, you sold me. Maybe I need to get me one. Vicki, thank you so very much. Did you have anything else you want to add before we turn this over to Jana for a few minutes?
Gosh, no, but just thank you guys. You guys for doing these calls every week. I love them. I need them. My Monday nights at 8:30, that was team call night. I mean, it's in my calendar every week. I do not make any excuses. I've listened to you going down the road. If I'm not on a call, I'm in church or whatever, something like that. But if I'm here, I am on the team calls.
You are one of our very faithful ones on these calls, and we are grateful for.
I thank you guys for everything you do for us. You have taught us well.
Well, thanks, Vic. We appreciate you. Hey, random question. Is someone else on here logged in under my account? Because there's been, okay. I was like, there was a comment posted, and it's true. It is a great team, but I didn't post it. And I'm like, me to everyone. Okay, gotcha. I thought something was happening with Zoom. I'm like, what's going on?
No, it's because I used your Zoom, and I literally got on. I logged out of it 3 times, and I kept logging into my account, but for some reason it keeps taking me back to you. And so all of the comments in the chat that look like Amber are me.
Okay, it's because Zoom knows that Zoom knows you secretly want to be me, so that's what it is, probably. But guys, we're going to turn this over to Jana for a few minutes, and she's going to tell us about something really awesome that we are rolling out to you guys. Jana, take it away. Jana/Amber, take it away.
I did change my name because when I logged in, it had your picture.
Well, I know, and that confused me even more, because I'm like scrolling through people trying to find another one with my name. So, okay,
sorry, I will try to figure it out before our next call. My name is Jana. For those of you that don't know, I am Jana. I look like Amber in the chat, but I'm Jana. So excited to get to roll something out to you guys tonight. I am pumped about this. You guys, we did our call a couple weeks ago with Brittany. I think Brittany's on here. Brittany talked about the importance and how her team really used groups, like fitness groups or different kinds of groups that you could do to grow her team, really to get her to Emerald. So we decided to take that, put our twist on it, and I am excited to roll out our first 2-week group to you. Anybody else excited? It will start next Monday, and I know you guys want all the details. So one, just know a post will be coming tomorrow with all of the details, the link to join, how to join, everything you need to know about the group. But because you guys decided to get on here tonight, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of it. And then I've got something really special. We did something a little different, and we had a secret group that we invited all of our rubies and above. We invited them to our secret group. It is currently, we just started week 2 of the group today. It is going extremely well. We are very excited about it. And I'm going to share a little bit more about that. I'm going to let one of our gals that Amy that participated, I'm going to let her tell her story. And then Victoria, I may have you talk just a little bit, if you don't mind, and just tell a little bit about your part in the group, if that's all right, Victoria. So we, what is this group? We are calling it Fitness Together. because we are going to be doing fitness together. We're going to be achieving fitness all together, right? So everyone is invited, but what I mean by everyone is anybody on our team has to be within Sunday's team. And the only qualification to get into the group is that you have to have 100 PV in May or April. So if you had it in April, we're starting the group Monday, maybe your subscription hasn't gone off. If you had it in April, then you can join. So all of your new people that joined in April, you're going to want to tell them about this group. All of your new people, obviously in May, you're going to want to tell them about this group. You're going to want to use this group to add new people. I plan on posting about it, sharing about the group that we're doing, getting people on board, getting them to buy a welcome pack and then join the group. So as you can see, this is a group for us. We are going to be participating. I did the workout today. That was amazing. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that here in a second. And so it's all for us, but it's also for new people. All right. It's to retain people. It's to get new people. So you want to use it. You want to use it to grow your business as well. So again, it's going to start next Monday, the 22nd. It will go through June the 4th. I know that's kind of weird timing, but that's just the way it worked out. And then from there, hopefully we will be launching more groups, obviously, as well. Again, the only requirement is to have 100 PV in April or May. And then let me tell you a little bit of what the group is going to look like. One, we're going to encourage everyone to download Pivotal. We are going to be using Pivotal for the fitness and for some of the recipes as well. And then you guys, we have our very own fitness instructor who is the bomb. Victoria is amazing. And the thing about Victoria's workouts is that Victoria's been doing this for a long time. I'm going to let her talk in a minute, even though, oh, there she is. She's been doing this for a long time. She is a professional, like literally a professional at doing this. And when you're doing her workout, she knows how to adjust, how to modify the workout, whether you need more, maybe you already like, this is something you have been doing for years and years and you need more. She'll tell you how to do that, or she'll tell you how to take it down a notch if you're not quite there yet either. So the workouts are phenomenal. And she is doing at least 2 every week. The other days we plan on giving you other workouts using other videos that we can incorporate, and also using Pivotal as well. The nutrition side of it, I'm super excited about, because while this is not a reset group. So we are not going to say, okay, we're all doing reset on Monday. We are going to encourage reset at some point during the 2-week group. So we're going to encourage you to sell the reset, for you to get the reset. It's only obviously going to give you better results. Again, it's not required. Again, all you have to do is have 100 PV, but it is just really going to be encouraged. But what we do want to really incorporate is the eating schedule that is followed during reset. So I'm going to go ahead and pause right here. I'm going to let Amy just go ahead, and she has a great story about this and can really explain this. So Amy, will you go ahead and explain a little bit about what we mean by following the reset eating schedule?
Absolutely. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so needed, like for me personally, growing our business, but just for us too. So you're welcome, because I failed for you with the reset several times, and I am like the professional failure, but I always keep going. So when they launched reset last June, I did the reset, and I'm not supposed to say this, but I ended up losing 10 pounds in those 3 days, which is crazy. And I was so excited about those 10 pounds that I basically starved myself days 4 or 5. I mean, I just didn't know what to do. And I was kind of obsessing over it. And I was like, anyway, but it ended up, I wasn't eating enough. And so day 4, 5, 6, those pounds started creeping back up. And then, maybe a week or 2 later, I'd like forget it. And then I would just go eat whatever. And I was basically yo-yo dieting in a very tiny way. I hope no one else did this. It wasn't intentional, but I was like, okay, we're going to try again in August. So I did another one in August, lost 6 pounds. Again, like just barely ate anything. Lo and behold, I ended up doing several resets, having the same type of results, and never gained it all the way back. I mean, let me rephrase that. I stayed the same. Like I lost 10, I gained that 10 back, and then I'd lose 6, and then so I just was like level. So where I was in June, by like December, I was basically the same. And I was like, oh, forget it. So it actually is more like maybe the end of October. I think during the holidays, I just was like, forget everything. So there was a girl, if you guys know, Lisa, it's Lesa. Does anyone know her? She's amazing. She spoke at Super Saturday, Lisa Atkinson, I think. Anyway, that woman, and same with Stacy, I don't know if she's on here, Stacy Ishikawa. Stacy lost like 40 pounds since June. And then Lisa was down by like 40 or 50 pounds. And I saw all these other people having all these results. And I'm just like, why? Like what? And then you're getting your head. Is it, is there something wrong with me? Or why can't I lose weight? I'm not capable. So I talked to Lisa and I asked her, I was like, okay, what am I doing wrong? And she was like, girl, do you remember on that 3-day reset, you would do anything to finish that apple? Like sometimes you could do half an apple, or like, I just thought to myself, how delicious a piece of chicken would be at this point, And she goes, so what I did is I did not starve myself, because I was still doing intermittent fasting. Like I wouldn't eat till like noon or 1 o'clock or, and she was like, I followed the reset schedule. So if you look at the reset, this has been mind blowing to me. If you look at the reset, you're basically consuming something about every 2 hours, whether it's the hydrate or active or slim, the shake, the soups, whatever. You're consuming something every few hours. Like they have morning, right? Afternoon, evening, whatever it is. And so all I did and what she had done is replacing the soups and maybe even the lean. I mean, she might have kept doing leans, but basically you're replacing breakfast, lunch, dinner with healthy, balanced meals. So she's not starving herself at all. She's eating protein, vegetables, good fiber-filled carbs. Like she was eating those 3 meals, but like starting her hydrate early in the morning, and then like every 2 hours doing something, whether it was a meal or a drink. And then I have started that, and I started doing this tea, like instead of Restore. This is something Sarah suggested. I love this tea. I'm doing it now. But it's just roasted dandelion spice, the yogi detox tea. I don't know. This is something Sarah suggested. And because I like something hot, like the Restore, that I do that. So and like right up before I go to bed, I'm still following that. So here's what happened. January, I started fresh. So on January, I lost 4 pounds during that one. I don't know why, but I did. And I was like, okay, starting with my hydrate, day 4, and I'm following what Lisa said. Like I'm doing, and you broke my fast with like eggs and avocado or something like that. Like just something, and I was eating something every 2 hours or drinking something every 2 hours. Day 4, you guys, I was down another pound, or like maybe day 5. And by like the middle of February, I was down like 16 pounds. And I was never hungry. Like before I was starving, but I was never hungry. I was eating every few hours, but just following that reset schedule. So I fell off the wagon once again, probably March, because I hurt my back, and you guys know how it is. I'm going to get over this someday, but like I hurt my back, and then because of that, I stopped exercising, and then I was like, forget it. And like, whatever, just got off schedule. Well, when we started this, when I was talking to Jana, and like, we were talking about what, you want to get back on, and we were talking about this whole thing. I hadn't weighed myself like since mid-February, whenever I quit. And I was expecting, like every other time, because I had fallen off the wagon, I was expecting like I'd gained 5 or 10 pounds. This reset really works when you follow it. Like, imagine that. Imagine it actually restarts your metabolism. Not only did I not gain anything back, but I was down a pound or 2. Like how? No clue. But now, like, imagine if I would have imagine if I would have kept going, right? Like, imagine if I would not have fallen off. So that was such a lesson for me. So, and it was so encouraging. So now I think like we've been doing this a week, and I'm back on my reset schedule, doing great, exercising with Victoria, and I'm down another 4 pounds. So Yay, I'm excited. So don't starve yourselves. Don't make it harder than it needs to be like I do.
Thank you, Amy. I love it. I mean, when Amy told me that, it was like a light bulb went off for me as well. And everybody asked, what do I do on day 4? What do I do on day 4? Now you know. Now you know what to do on day 4 to actually have success with reset. So you can see, I mean, you hear Amy's story, like she went a long period of time from when she first tried that to kind of when she got back on track. And she actually lost weight because it literally reset her metabolism, what it's supposed to do. So pretty exciting. But I also want to say this group isn't necessarily just about weight loss. If you want it to be about weight loss, it will be about weight loss for you in a way, but it is not just about weight loss. It is truly about overall fitness. So I wanted to mention that as well. The eating plan that we were talking about, following the reset eating plan, it's not necessarily required. There's nothing in this group that's going to be absolutely required. But we are going to try to give you all the tools you need to be successful. All right. So I want to go ahead and have Victoria. Victoria, can you take just like 1 or 2 minutes and just tell us a little bit about your workouts, and just kind of for there's so many on here that's not in our current group, so they don't know what to expect. So can you give us a little rundown on those, Victoria?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So what we are doing in the group is a combination of strength training and adding a little bit of cardio. Now, when I say cardio, I don't want to scare anyone because we won't be doing burpees and crazy mountain climbers or anything like that, but just movement with strength training will get that heart rate up. So it will be a combination of strength training with some cardio. We have been doing it last week on Monday and Thursday, only 30 minutes. We begin with a 5-minute warm up, and then we go right into the workout. And then the very last, 3 to 5 minutes, we're cooling down and doing some stretches. It's quick, it's effective. I try to hit all the muscle groups. If I don't hit them all in the first workout, we will absolutely hit them in the second one on Thursday. I can modify them. They're for anyone from beginner to advanced. Honestly, we say intermediate, but I'm able to help you, to guide you to, kick it up a notch, add more resistance, add more movement, or we can slow things down and modify it pretty much for any, as I said, for any fitness level. For now, we are not going down on the floor. I don't really know the demographic of everyone that's in the group. I do love me some floor exercises. I do like getting down the floor and doing some core and some booty work, but it's not necessary because we are doing a lot of standing core. So we're still hitting the abs, although we are standing. So give it a try. I love teaching. I've been teaching for 16 years. I've been a personal trainer for that amount of time. It's something I really enjoy. And what I love about this group is that I need accountability too. It's helping me to show up, to create these workouts. I'm doing the workouts with you. I try to keep them fun. I haven't figured out how to do any music in the background yet. So if you're doing them with me, bring some music along if you can, because whenever you're moving to exercise to music, it makes it more fun and it makes it easier for some reason. It's like a mental thing, I think. And we may be actually adding a third day. We're working on that.
Thank you, Victoria. I'm telling you guys, just join the group alone for the workouts. Like I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. So I told Victoria today, like, this is my missing piece of the puzzle. Like it really is. So you guys are going to absolutely love the workouts. Again, you can modify them. So if you haven't ever worked out in your life, or it's been a long time, I promise you can do these and keep up. Okay. And you're going to get a great workout. So we're going to be dealing with fitness. We're going to be dealing with nutrition. We've already talked about that through reset. You can expect a lot of encouragement. every morning, or most every morning, I should say, you're going to have a morning bell where you will get motivation, encouragement, tips, all kinds of things from us every morning. And then, of course, obviously, there'll be lots of talk about plexus, right? I mean, we wouldn't be doing this group if we weren't going to be talking about that. So it is going to be a heavy focus, but again, we're not requiring any specific products. The ones we most recommend are Slim, Hydrate, Active, Lean, and that reset. We're going to really encourage people to do a reset during the 2 weeks, but it's not required. Of course, we love all the rest of our products: BioCleanse, ProBio, Mega X, Vital Biome, Ease, all of them. We love all of them. But again, the only requirement is 100 PV. So we have got, let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, prizes. Let's talk about prizes. Everybody loves prizes. We did not do prizes in this first group. They were kind of our guinea pig group, so they didn't get prizes. They just got told to go work out with no prizes. So this next group, there will be prizes and there will be accountability, and obviously they'll be tied together. When you are held accountable and you're doing all the things that we're encouraging you to do, then there will be prizes coming your way. All right. So I'm really excited about that. I'm just really excited for the group. Again, you'll see it tomorrow. We will post it tomorrow and you guys can join tomorrow. So what questions do you have about the group? What did I not cover?
Just Amy put it over here in the chat, but yeah, Victoria's workouts are live, but you can of course go back and watch the replay too. And then, you can do them on the days that she's not on there live. You can go back and do her workout, if she does it on a Monday and you want to do it on Monday with her, and then do it on Tuesday as well.
Yes. And you can do them. And if you want to just do her workouts, you can just, like Amber said, you can go back and watch them whenever. So they won't go anywhere. What other questions do we have? Anything?
I have a question.
Yes,
When I think about watching Brittany and good grief, I just went blank.
Marissa?
Yes, thank you. I was like, what? I can see that darling little face. Anyway, when I think about watching them do theirs, I mean, it's almost like FOMO. Like they are so engaging and excited talking about it. That's like, doggone it, I don't know what they're doing, but I want some of that. And I think that's a key piece to what we share and how we share as far as for growing our business. My question is, will we have some graphics to share, some information, or is that something you want us to create on our own? I don't know. I just think about when I watch their little lives, I'm like, I got to do what they're doing because they are so excited about it. And that's in the back of my mind. I want to be that for other people.
And we will hopefully tomorrow, again, I'll post the group. I'll make a post in Pink Link, Building Freedom, Sunday Superstars. We'll make a post with all of the information and the link to join, and we should have a graphic for you as well that you can use to share with other people. And again, I mean, I hope you guys get the whole concept. We are not only 100 PV. So you can use this to build your business. And I promise everybody can find value in this group, everybody. So yeah, we'll have something for you tomorrow. What else? All right. Well, then that's it. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys get the group. You understand what we're doing, and you guys will see it tomorrow. And I want you to start sharing the heck out of it. Just posting away, doing everything that you need to do to utilize it to grow your business. If you're on this call tonight, you're most likely a business builder. You might not be, but you most likely are. So we are just trying to do this. One, we know all of us need accountability in this area. I know I do. We need that. And two, we want to use it to grow our businesses. So again, people need community. We're going to give them this community. And I hope you guys, when you get in the group, I hope you guys will be those encouragers and those motivators in the comments to other people. So that's really, really helpful when you guys do that. So, All right. I think that's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say in that group, be engaging when questions are asked, because you're gonna have other people, we're gonna have other people that just want to be a fly on the wall and they don't really want to speak up, and that's okay. But when they see us answering the comments and answering the questions and participating in the workouts and doing different things, they might come out of their shell just a little bit, and you might have another business builder on your hand. Raise your hand if you're like, well, sort of like me, and you're an accidental business builder. You almost didn't mean to grow a business, but you loved our product so much that you fell in love with it and wanted to help other people. That's what we're hoping to see come out of this. And there's so many, as I'm watching Amy and Jana and Victoria and everybody talk about this, and I'm hearing how everybody's no, Jana, we were not laughing at you earlier. I was laughing at Amy's son, who was standing behind her flexing for a bunch of middle-aged women. I thought it was really funny. And David.
Okay, that's
sorry,
fair,
David,
because if you guys have ever speak on a call and you do start watching faces and you see somebody just bust out laughing, you're like, what did I say? What did I do? Oh my gosh, do I have a booger? Like, I don't know what's going on.
If you see me laughing, it's normally because Amy Triplett or Terry Paxton have made me laugh. That's normally what it is. But Luke was cracking me up back there posing for us. But no, to watch, like, Victoria is so good at workout and what she does, and we're playing on that strength here, and we're playing on everybody's strengths within the group. And I absolutely love that, because your strength is my weakness and vice versa. So glad David says, Jana, you said booger. Yeah, this call is digressing fast. I mean, we're going off the rails, you guys, and I love it. But we're excited about who's excited about this group? Are you pumped? And right before convention, y'all are all going to lose weight right before convention. It's going to be amazing. We're going to look hot. Okay, guys, I love y'all. This has been awesome. Let's pray real quick. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this night. Lord, I thank you for these amazing people. I thank you for the gifts that you've given them. And Lord, I just thank you for this group we're going to be doing. Lord, we just pray that you will bring people to our team that you have for our team, Lord, and protect us from those you don't. Lord, we thank you for Plexus. We thank you for the gift that it is. We pray for those who couldn't be with us tonight. Just pray your blessing over them. Lord, I thank you for Vicki. I thank you for her willingness to share with us tonight. I thank you for Brandon and Zach and Kaylin and their whole family, Lord. I just pray that you'll just continue to bless them, Lord. God, we love you and we thank you for everything. We pray all these things in your name. Amen. Love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. This was a really fun call. Really fun. I may have to watch Jana, when you turn your video off, that picture is just so beautiful. It's just a knockout. I mean, look at that picture, you guys. That's really pretty. All right. Love you guys.